Hello and welcome to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm an abundance channeler and business mentor, and I help people be happy and have more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from a cloudy downtown Portland, Oregon, and this is the weekly energy update for the week of October 18th, 2020. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. So before we start this week, I want to send some positive energy and some positive vibes out to my friend Shannon. Shannon's dog escaped a couple days ago, and there have been hopeful signs yesterday when some footprints were found. So may today be the day that Murray and Shannon are reunited. So if you're listening, if you don't mind sending just a little positive thought out for them, I would greatly appreciate it. So, okay, this week we are still in Mercury retrograde. We are working with all the words: redo, rethink, reimagine. Mercury retrograde is our opportunity to go back and improve things. So making this a really good time to get ready for the next wave of COVID. Is this the second or third wave? I'm not really sure, but this is our opportunity to improve our quarantine experience. Look at what worked last time and what didn't work, so we can improve it and have a better quarantine experience. So if you were bored last time, make plans now so that you aren't bored this time. Learn how to play the guitar, cook, decide which TV shows that you want to watch. If you were lonely last time, make plans now to try to avoid the loneliness. Commit to a weekly social distance walk with friends. Commit to staying more in touch with people. Set up Zoom happy hours. My family this year is actually having a Zoom Thanksgiving. My mom and her partner Paula are in Tucson. My son Tice is in Mexico City, and my other son Ryan is in Portland with me. And since our family usually spends Thanksgiving together, we are planning now for a great Thanksgiving apart. We've decided that we'll make our pies together over Zoom a day or two before Thanksgiving, and that we'll have leftovers together on the day after Thanksgiving. The idea of 3 different households getting the Thanksgiving meal done at the exact same time so that we could eat together was a little stressful for us. That's why we decided to do leftovers on the day after that. So of course, I would love to be with everyone, but since that's not a possibility this year, we needed to make other plans. So rethink the COVID you and redo whatever is needed to enjoy it more and to avoid any pitfalls that you experienced the first time. So on Thursday, October 22nd, the sun moves into Scorpio, and this kicks off Scorpio season, which lasts until November 21st. This marks a time of increased intensity in our personal relationships, and when we start to seek deeper and more intimate connections with others. So Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is the lord of the underworld, and it's all about what is hidden in the unseen depths of our psyche. So this is a time that will bring our awareness to existential issues, to our psychology, to our relationship to death, inviting us to ask questions and dig deeper. And the sun in Scorpio is never satisfied with superficial explanations. It always wants us to look beneath what is obvious. So during Scorpio season, our focus shifts within. We learn about our resilience, our ability to completely transform and to rise from the ashes. And this Scorpio season invites us to undergo a journey into the underworld and come back wiser and stronger and more powerful. And all this is happening during election season and while we're going to be dealing with the next wave of COVID, which brings us back to preparing for this time now. So clearly being isolated and thinking about deep emotional things 24/7 may not be the best for our mental health. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. So we want to make plans now. We want to make plans now to be happy and to deal with any potential issues. And this requires that we honestly look at ourselves and ask, what worked well the first time and what didn't work. It's much easier to keep yourself balanced and happy than to get off balance and then try to get back balanced again. So use this time to stock up on some healthy food, reduce any expenses that may make you stress out about money, get an exercise plan, make a list of the books you want to read, the movies you want to watch, skills you want to learn, people that you want to keep in touch with. So we are also fully in autumn now. And autumn is dry, rough, windy. And these are all qualities shared by the vata dosha in Ayurveda too. Autumn is considered vata season. And if we consider the Ayurveda principle that opposites balance, vata season, which is cool, light, dry, windy, unpredictable, will be easier to deal with if we fill it with warmth and oiliness and deep nourishment and loving relationships and a sense of stability, routine, and groundedness. So this would mean eating breakfast with cooked grains like oatmeal or cream of wheat, and any lunches and dinners that include hearty grains and soups and stews. We're leaving behind those summer vegetables and we're moving into the fall veggies like squash, sweet potatoes, pumpkins, even avocados. So one of the most effective ways to support vata is by establishing a daily routine and try to do the same things at the same time each day. Wake up at the same time, exercise at the same time, eat the same time, go to bed at the same time. All of these are really great ways to stabilize you with routine and ground you. And if you aren't sure that your vata is balanced or not, here are some of the signs that it's not balanced. You have anxiety. You're nervous, you're fearful, you're lonely, you're insecure, you're forgetful. Excess vata in your mind also can leave you feeling super high strung, like you can't calm down and you're always on edge, even jumpy. So other signs of a vata imbalance would be burps, hiccups. I have had the hiccups like 3 or 4 times this last week. So clearly that is a sign that my vata is a little imbalanced. If you're really thirsty and you have gas, constipation, maybe bloating, dry skin, hair, or nails. So all of these things are just signs that maybe you could take a little bit better care of your vata energy. So everything happening in the stars and the seasons right now points to getting serious about taking care of yourself. Take it seriously and get a fall-winter plan for happiness. Now this week we're ending with abundance. Most people think of abundance as money, but abundance is recognizing and appreciating how great things really are. And here are some examples. Abundance is Canadian geese in flight. Abundance is a bride dressed in white. Abundance is walking across a campus on a crisp fall day. Abundance is homemade fudge. Abundance is browsing through books at the library. Abundance is telling stories, enjoying good food, and sitting around the table laughing. Abundance is friends who share the same dreams and goals. Abundance is lights twinkling around the neighborhood at dusk. Abundance is the first day you feel better after having the flu. Abundance is listening to a podcast that makes you happy. And on that note, have a wonderful week. Take this stuff seriously. As we see that we have an opportunity for being a little bit maybe emotionally unbalanced. That could come up here in this next month now that we're in Scorpio season. So let's take plans to remain balanced. Let's plan to be happy. Let's plan to be happy. Work the happiness into your schedule. So thank you for listening, and I will talk to you next week.